Greetings. In this challenge, six of us will read the article Strategic Planning Characteristics Applied to Project Management. Highlights. Planning characteristics from strategic planning file relevant in project context. Strategic planning characteristics reflect hybrid or rational type approach. Rational type approach possibility relative of multidimensional project success. Rational type approach possibility relative use of project management tools. Introduction. The use of projects in organization has increased steadily over the last several decades, although there has been some indication that projects are becoming more successful. There is still evidence that a substantial number of projects do not meet goals or expectation. Allen et al. 200 2014. McKinsey and Company 2012. Found that on average, large information technology projects run 45% over budget and 7% over time, will delivering 56% less value than predication than extension group chose projects. Why which than it project over time shows the limitations projects in successful projects completion over the last 2 decades. Will this increasing use of projects yet limited project success, examination of PM success and failure continues to be an area of considerable interest. Allen et al. 2014, Libor 2007 reviewed the changing impact of PM research, reconciling a number of areas that have been examined in the past, identification of critical success factors, evaluation of specific PM methods, and assessment of PM tools techniques. Although findings from those studies have essentially contributed to the PM fields, their research has been limited to narrow set of constructs, as Libor 2007 discusses. It might between two more PhD teams. Several authors have pointed out the lacks of theoretical underpinning in PM search, recommended application of theory from related disciplines to advance PM as a field, Downhand Jadbet state that use of existing theories and constructors will foster credibility of the finding, but the current state of theoretical evolution in PM hampers research in using will develop concepts to investigate by operationally seen constructs, while existing valid and reliable instruments or times from instruments. Example of such real and studies by Browning and Judson, Kyle et and Parker et why adapt the resource base why from the strategic management field widening a PM context. The current study applies strategic management theory, specifically strategic planning characteristics, to develop an expanded and more generalized PM approach. The research combines species derived from a formal rationale approach to strategic planning, while a second set of adaptive CPCs to create a composite model. The resulting rational adaptive approach is assessed empirically to evaluate its relevance to PM and whether it is associated with why increase project success. In addition, the rational adaptive approach is made to establish PM sub-techniques. Fitness indicate that PM is captured by varying degrees of a rational adaptive approach, which is positively correlate with PM success and use of PM tool techniques. Test results uses that species can be effectively incorporated into a generalized PM framework, yielding potentially useful insight regarding the relationship of PM behaviors of to eventual project success. The paper is organized as follows. Session 2 reviewed the relevant PM and strategic planning literature and develops the conceptual framework for this study relating to article hypothesis. The research methodology is described in section 3, followed why the result of a practitioner field survey in section 4. Implication of recent findings and discussed in section 5, 6. Limitations and future risks. 7. Conclusion. Conclude the paper by summarizing contribution and limitation of this current static wide using for follow-on research. Literature review. The PM process, its implementation toward planning and execution and relationship to project success is a continual focus of PM research. Acknowledging differences in context, it can be argued that the PM literature has strengthened parallel wide strategic planning research, which examines the relationship with being of planning is done and the success of the planning process. In the section, a brief discussion about priorities on PM is following by an introduction of planning characteristics. Methodology. As noted is Smith and Morris reinforcing interaction between academic reaction and practitioner as result in a research paradigm that is dominated by empirical assessment and hypothesis testing. The current study follows this tradition by empirical testing hypothesis using a survey methodology. Also, consistent with research best practice, the measures used in this analysis have been derived from prior research project success and PM tools techniques from the PM literature and results. An initial examination of the different measures was conducted to evaluate internal consistency of the each construct. So Cronbach alpha, the Wideleri and project measure of reliability of a scale in project management research was used for the different SPCEs and PM practice. The result indicate good internal consistency of for each of the constructs and measure. This was not expanded given that the measure has been used and validated on prior discussion. This study was undertaken to determine if the species identified in strategic management SIPs and manufacturing strategies planning are applicable in a project environment and capture at least some aspect of the PE approach used in organization. In addition, this study assesses whether the rational adaptive approach in a project context replicates the positive association with success observed of the real examination of the use of species in a PN context is not only a natural fit, it also limitation and future research. Several limitations exist in this study for completely reference strategic planning characteristics examined in a number of fields were included in this study. However, this is not as exhaustive leads the opportunity to expand the species so include other from strategic planning has well identified some that are more specific to PMXs. The counterintuitive result, while respect to intensity, are also a source of future research in trying to understand how the report insisted is archived. Conclusion: the field of PN has been involved for decades, although there are indications of improvement in terms of project success. There are still high rates of failure reported and thus a continued interest in define what contributes to project success. This study contributes to this line of research by identification and approach and relates this approach to enhance Joseph success, but the current study different from NAMI before it's into wise and more generation approximate in examining conflict of interest. There is not conflict of interest. Bueno, como conclusiones del tema de esta semana, características de la planificación estratégica aplicada a la gestión de proyectos, podemos decir que un enfoque adaptativo racional en la gestión de proyectos combina características de planificación estratégica formal y flexible. Se correlaciona positivamente con el éxito del proyecto y el uso de herramientas de gestión. En el estudio revisamos la literatura sobre planificación estratégica y gestión de proyectos. Propone un modelo de enfoque adaptativo racional. Realiza una encuesta profesional para evaluar el modelo. Encuentra que el enfoque adaptativo racional se aplica en la gestión del proyecto. Demuestra que este enfoque está relacionado con el éxito del proyecto. Como limitaciones, tenemos que se basa en una encuesta a profesionales, no se genera a todos los contextos. Como investigaciones futuras, podemos decir que amplía las características de planificación estratégica, explora las condiciones para un enfoque adaptativo racional en efectivo. Como implicaciones tenemos el enfoque adaptativo racional puede mejorar el éxito del proyecto. El estudio aporta conocimientos sobre la relación entre la gestión de proyectos y el éxito final del proyecto. Muchas gracias.